Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 50, and he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. First down for this offense. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Ohio Bobcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Pollard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quickly to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more on it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their...
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quickly out to the tight end. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. Can't get him to the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Cherry. Firing to the right, complete. Down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice move to stay on his feet. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. The Bobcats pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Nice shot. All of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He wants to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bobcats are flying down the field.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
No huddle here for the offense. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They want to get this defense on its heels.
The problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Grab behind the line. It's Hurst. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll run the option. The pitch. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Gets open down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for room at the 30. Afterburners coming. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here to make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. A third and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Cherry. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's back to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be...
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Handoff from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Buffalo.
And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was all.
And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Athens, Ohio for an entertaining first half than you? Here's a quick recap. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
The Bobcats will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Trying to get the corner. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Complete to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
dances away from the D. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Unnecessary rough. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bulls have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the pummeling has started.
Number 3 in the end.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Ohio, 10.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good blocking, good running, pick up of 6 out to the 30.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Bobcats decide to punt it away.
Number 13 on to kick it away.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Looking for space. It's Peters. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
That gives him 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Buying some time. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
To the air, it's Cherry. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Loses 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with the man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bulls will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hurst. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Receive the team.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Dropping back, it's Cherry. He's got him this time. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The aerial assault continues. Grab near the marker. It's Wade.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Newton. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Bobcats are threatening in the red zone. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Going for 6. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if